So let's get everything set up first so that we're good to go. What do I need to put something into my Vimeo from your Zoom, or do I need to give you the stream key from Vimeo?
Not yet.
But how do we get Zoom into Vimeo so I can start previewing the stream?
We've already sorted that on Friday. So in theory, it should work.
But how do I know it's going to come into our Vimeo?
Well, log into Vimeo and go to live events.
So if I preview before going live, I should start seeing it now?
Yes, we are live now, yeah.
Okay, as soon as it comes through on Vimeo, then what I'll do is I'll change the hold screen and I will go live. So that we can make sure it's coming through on Facebook as well, which reminds me, better put that on manual. Oh, that's interesting. Facebook's getting it, but Vimeo isn't. That's very strange. Okay. As soon as it comes through on Vimeo, then what I'll do is I'll change the hold screen and I will. Why is it not coming through on Vimeo? Oh, it's live on World Storytelling Cafe. How is that happening?
Yuliu, unmute yourself.
Yuliu, how is it going live on World Storytelling Cafe when it's not even coming through on our Vimeo?
Let me edit your Vimeo. 1 sec. Technology.
Sorry, there's a noise coming. Let me get rid of that. I'll mic.
Let's try that again. Can you hear me now? Hey! Brilliant. Welcome back to our second ever visit to the World Storytelling Cafe from the Missing Sock here at Epic Tales. And yeah, we're still sort of booting a few of the old gremlins out, but we're getting there, aren't we? Really good to see you all right here on Monday live. And I can actually see folks with me here in the tent. If you are listening to this on Facebook or YouTube or Vimeo or even our website or the worldstorytellingcafe.com, please do go to either worldstorytellingcafe.com or epictales.co.uk. In both those places, you'll find a little button that says Join Meeting. It should say Join Story Tent, really, because that's what this is. And you will come right here into the Zoom room so that I can see your lovely face, as well as all the people who I've already got in here with me. I am going to be sharing this week's epic tale for you any minute now, but of course, we can't start properly without having our introduction. So, it's really, really important for this that when the book opens and a little star flies out with my face in it, we have all of you folks there ready to go with the music. It's really easy to spot. Just listen to the music and my face will be there going, well, my face won't be going, my hands will be going. But you kind of get the picture, or you will in a moment when I start it. So if you are ready for an epic tale, and I'm going to have to be asking this to people who are here with me, obviously, because if you're on the websites or Facebook or anything, I won't actually be able to see you. But if you are ready for an epic tale, let me see a thumb. If you're really ready for an epic tale, let me see 2 thumbs. Excellent. And while we've been doing this, more people have come along to the story tent. So this stalling is really working for us. And if you are extremely ready for an epic tale, give those thumbs a wiggle. Fantastic. In that case, get your hands ready to clap. Here comes the story. Did you clap? I know some of the folks here did. Well, this story starts back in a time when there were Vikings and there were Saxons. And the leader of the Saxons was King Edmund. Now, this king starts this story where a lot of other stories would actually end. He begins victorious, having finished a battle and bringing back with him a nice big sack full of treasure. That's how Edmund began this story, in his bedroom with a nice big sack of treasure. So, as I'm sure you can imagine, he was already feeling pretty happy and pleased with himself. He was digging into that sack and he was pulling out all sorts of interesting objects like, like a shiny plate. And what else have we got in here? A jeweled necklace. What other treasures do you think might be in there? If you're here in the cafe with us, you can maybe type them into the chat and I'll be able to see. What else have we got in here? We have, we've got some diamond rings, very fancy. We've got, plenty of coins. Yeah, plenty of coins. What else have we got? Yep, we got some chocolate coins too, plenty of them. Even though chocolate hadn't come to Anglo-Saxon England yet, there was chocolate in this sack. That's how incredible Edmund's hoard of treasure was. And as he dug down, he pulled out. Ooh. Now this one was interesting. This was an apple, but not the kind of apple that you could eat. This was an apple made of gold. It was so shiny, it was almost like a mirror. Edmund could see a reflection of himself inside. And as he looked a little closer, he spotted some writing on the side of the apple. Writing that said, "For a blessing from the heavenly host, give this apple to who you love the most." Well, Edmund knew what a blessing meant. It meant really good luck, the kind of luck that everybody else really wanted for themselves. So that would be quite good for a king, don't you reckon? A king with good luck, it would be like never-ending victory. But who did Edmund love the most? He thought about this. Was it his wife, Elfgifu? Was it his son, Edwy? Or his other son, Edgar? It was quite a difficult choice. Ruff, ruff! And then Edmund heard a sound from the other corner of his room. It was the sound of his dog. Ruff, ruff! He realized that his dog wanted to play. So he looked around for his dog's favorite ball and remembered he was still holding the golden apple. And that made Edmund think, and he said, "Boy, you are my best friend. Whenever I am happy, whenever I am sad, whenever I am victorious, whenever I am worried, you are always there for me. So I think I love you the most. I am going to give this apple to you." And with that, Edmund took the apple and threw it to his dog. And in that moment, as the apple left Edmund's hand, the door to the bedroom opened up, and in came the Queen, Queen Elfgifu, Edmund's wife. And when she opened the door, she caught the apple straight away. And she looked at it and she said, "Oh, darling husband, oh, I knew you were going to bring me something really expensive back from your battle. Oh, it's so beautiful. Oh, it's amazing. Oh, it's like a mirror. I can see myself. Oh, don't I look pretty? Oh, thank you, darling. I will treasure this forever." And with that, Queen Elfgifu went all the way out of Edmund's room back to her own bedroom, where she sat down and gazed at that shiny golden apple. It was so pretty, so shiny. And as she looked, she noticed some words on the side. Do you remember the words? They went, "For a blessing from the heavenly host, give this apple to who you love the most." Now, Elfgifu also knew what blessing meant. She knew it meant really good luck, the kind of luck that everybody else would be really jealous of. Maybe it would make her look even more pretty. But who did she love the most? Certainly wasn't her husband. Oh, Elfgifu didn't need to think about it too hard. Because you see, she really fancied the captain of Edgar's army. She really thought he was gorgeous. So she wanted to give the apple to him. Then she was sure she would get her blessing from the heavenly host. So off went Elfgifu to find the captain of Edmund's army. And she found him at the dining room of the castle. She was a little bit shy as she went over to him and held out the apple. And she just said, It's a reward, a prize for all your hard work in the army. And with that, she turned around and hurried away with a little giggle. Well, the captain, he was amazed. He'd never had a prize this good for fighting in the army. As he looked, he could see that it was so shiny, it was almost like a mirror. He could see his rugged good looks. But he could also see some words in the side. And as he looked closer, he read, well, do you remember what he read? For a blessing from the heavenly host, give this apple to who you love the most. And the captain, he knew exactly who he loved the most. He took the apple to his girlfriend, who was one of the maids who worked in the dining room. He went straight up to her and presented her with the shiny golden apple. And when she took it from him, she was aghast. No one had ever given her something so shiny and expensive before. It was the most amazing present ever. She gave him a kiss on his cheek to say thank you. She was over the moon. As I'm sure you can imagine, the captain was very happy with that, and he went back off to work. And the maid looked at the apple for a little bit longer. She saw how shiny it was, and it was almost like a mirror. She could see a picture of herself there. And as she looked harder, she noticed there were some words on the side. But the thing is, she was just a maid. She'd never learned to read. So she had absolutely no idea what those words said. So she just popped the apple into her pinny and kept on going with her work around the room. Well, were you expecting the story to actually end there? I'm a little bit unsure about it too, because, well, Edmund, he gave the apple away, didn't he? Do you think he's going to get good luck for accidentally giving it to his wife? I'm seeing some looks of unsureness for want of a much better word, from everybody here at the World Storytelling Cafe. What about Elfgifu, though? The Queen. Do you think she is going to get good luck for giving it to the man that she fancied, the captain of the army? Again, we're getting a few faces of uncertainty, let's call it, from everybody here at the World Storytelling Cafe. Yeah, uncertainty. That's a good word, isn't it? We'll stick with that one. What about the captain? Do you think the captain of the army is going to have good luck for giving the apple to his girlfriend? I suppose it depends whether you think he really did love her, doesn't it? Because again, we're getting a little bit of uncertainty from everyone here at the World Storytelling Cafe. I must admit, I think he's going to get good luck. Yeah, I'm sure he will. But the maid, she hasn't given it to anybody. She doesn't even know that's what she should do. She's just popped it in her pinny. So what does that mean she's going to get? Does that mean she's going to get bad luck? Well, if we want to find out, we need you folks to complete this week's epic challenge. And it's a really fun and easy one this week, I'm sure of it. All we would like is for you to tell us who you would give the golden apple to. Now I said that was easy. Actually, it could be quite difficult, couldn't it? I mean, you might have a really good friend you want to give it to. There might be someone in your family or in your home that you would give it to. Maybe someone at school. Maybe you have a pet like Edmund did. Or maybe you can't decide and you'd like to melt it down and give it to all of them. Well, whatever you would do with it, we would really like you to either write it down or maybe draw us a picture or paint us a picture, or perhaps even record a little video with you telling us exactly what you would do with the golden apple. And as long as we hear from someone out there in our epic story circle before we get to 3 o'clock on Friday, then I will be back here at the World Storytelling Cafe to share the end of this story. Doesn't matter if you are joining us later. You could be here right now in the tent with me. You could be watching this on one of the websites or on Facebook or YouTube. You could be watching this anywhere really, as long as you are getting it before Friday, 3 o'clock. Have a go at creating something, maybe a poem, maybe a song, to say who you would give the apple of gold. And then we'll be able to find out what happens to the maid who couldn't read about the blessing. Right now, though, it only remains for me to say cheerio, and I hope to hear your story soon. If you are here in the World Storytelling tent, then do please stick around because we can maybe have a little bit of a chat afterwards. But to everybody else, cheerio! And we hope to hear your stories soon. Cheerio! Cheerio, folks!